Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the big show. Wow, we're a little out of practice. I am your host, Jerk, and how is everybody doing? I've seen the flowers and cards left around the studio, so I know you've all missed me, and I'll tell you what, I've missed you too. I've missed our flirtatious banter, the constant will they or won't they tension, and mostly your winning personality. You know, it makes everything smell a little bit better, everything sound a little bit cleaner, and everything look just right. But you know what else I've missed? Our hard-hitting investigative interviews. So let's get another one going because this one is fast. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the premium tier 4 Russian battleship, the Oktyabrskya Revolutsiya. October Revolution. Apologies. That's not nearly as easy to say as "Bitva начинается," which I used as a toast after finding myself in a Russian fashion show after party a couple nights ago. I gotta tell you, they were impressed. I did not tell them all. The Russian I know is from playing video game boats, though. So this boat, it's a first-time appearance on the big show. I did do a review of it a long time ago, but basically it is an up-tiered Ganget with a nose job, and rather than having a schnoz capable of bout-tanking a Yamato like Ganget has, it's all sensitive from the surgery now, but hey, nice AA mounts. But with this new look, this is bringing all the boys to the yard, so let's see what we have here. Put it up on the big screen. It's Leo Kedrov with Andy and Shelly. From now on, you only smoke one brand of cigarettes, Shelly. And we're on Haven. And I'm in a division. That's right, I joined ya boy and fellow CC, the real monk, on ya boy's stream. Check the links in the description below if you can't get enough boats content. Lord knows I'm not putting out much lately. And this was our very last game of the stream, and I won't proclaim it be anything extraordinary, but it does show what this battleship does, which is chew bubblegum and bonk. And we are all out of bubblegum. So what's next? We should talk about the patch notes, right? Yeah, let's talk about the patch notes. Some of you may have seen a community post I made recently about why there have been less videos as of late. I will say I made a patch notes video, but it was about 3 minutes long, and I just felt it was off-brand for me. You know, I don't like to be constantly complaining, and my general rule of thumb is if I'm getting angry at the game, I need to turn it off. And once I saw what was in store this update, or not in store this update, well, it compounded the bitterness in my mouth like chugging a bottle of bitters, which does have alcohol in it, so don't do that, kids. And it's not that I have some sort of issue with anything in this patch. In fact, I think the campaign is a pretty good one. I mean, we also have the invincible planes being fixed. But it's the priority of features being added to the game that seem more towards things that I don't think the general player base really cares about. We got a new sound system in the last update. I mean, that's fine. We got this new loot box thingy. Great. Is that a higher priority than new maps or cross-platform divisions or training rooms so we can have actual skill-based tournaments and the ability to do whatever you want, or some ships to fill an empty bureau that will be sitting empty for 4 months even though it's in-game content for long-term players like myself, or new steel ships or new global XP ships, further balancing passes on destroyer concealment, addressing the imbalance of will to rebuild by perhaps bumping up the power of fight fire with fire? Personally, I don't think so. I joked on stream with T-Bull that wouldn't it be amazing if all the spawns were rotated 90 degrees? Think of how fresh that would make these maps feel. So yeah, there were no patch notes video because I was eating sour grapes. I like this game, clearly. I have played many matches. I started uploading videos 1.5 years ago. I bought this microphone to do commentary. I have put time and effort into the production of said videos and even started streaming occasionally. So yes, I have invested in it, and I'm not saying Ouija owes me anything. As you know, I'm in the WoW CC program, so I get free boats and stuff. But the game itself feels stagnant to me. I want something big that will mix things up, change how people play, or offer something new, and it appears the design direction for this game is not in line with my hopes and dreams, but whatever. There was a point around 10,000 matches played when I was an aggro and sweaty player, like most of those Xbox players. I'm teasing Xboxers, also my nickname in high school, and I have talked about this before where I needed to find a new way to enjoy the game personally. And maybe that's just what I need to do at 20,000 matches played now. Did I just say 20,000 matches? Good lord, no wonder it seems like a chore. Well, the good news is that there is a game coming out in a couple of weeks that I've been waiting for a very long time, and as I get good in it, I will hopefully be able to create some new content with it, and I think playing less World of Warboats may help me enjoy it more again, or maybe this has nothing to do with the game at all, and it is rather just that I have far too much free time on my hands for the past year. You know, Occam's razor. Moving on, let's get back to this game and do what we usually do. So had you been ignoring everything I've been saying for the past 5 minutes and instead been watching the game, which is what I usually recommend viewers do, you will no doubt have seen me push into the middle of the map, cautiously. This ain't the YOLO Emilio, and if you're here, you're family, but also if you're here, you know that B spawn is best spawn, because we get crossfires from B. Oh, sweet Jeebus jerk, not crossfires again. Go back to ranting about the development of the games, relax. I can do both. So yes, inched in while my destroyer scouted for torps and spotted, caught a new player putting their Kuma, making a very poor choice, caught another battleship broadside, flipped my gun, shot a destroyer, and now we're in the end game. There's a cruiser and battleship and carrier left, and basically I get to reap the rewards of not overloading a side. Because I didn't do that, I am pretty much going to have unfettered access to this battleship and cruiser remaining over here, while the remainder of my team is pretty much stuck chasing the carrier. And I've talked about this, I think mostly on Reddit. I don't know if I've ever really talked about it too much in videos, but you know, when people are saying, how do you get Krakens? I say, well, you have to put yourself in a position to have it even potentially happen. And I will say that my division mate here, your boy, and Real Monk, they were saying that they would save the carrier for me, but I was saying, no, that's not how I like to get my Krakens, even though, yeah, the carrier is weak. I prefer to earn mine properly. You know, I don't want someone to hold their shot so I can get one. Getting a Kraken doesn't really matter that much, but it is, you know, there is a slight reward when you know that your positioning is being rewarded by being able to sink a lot of ships, because, I mean, really, that's why we play this. We like to blow up boats. Speaking of blowing up boats, there is a Oktyabrskya over here, and I haven't done a video on that because I don't really need to. All you need to know is it is made out of paper, and there is a box of TNT inside, so if I can probably even hit it with one shell from this, it should have a very good chance of exploding. And I can see where this player is positioned that they're probably going to be sending torps at me. I mean, if I were being honorable, I would take the torps because I know they are about to die. But the game is actually going to end fairly quickly. But right here, we're going to get Kraken 328 in the October Revolution, or Oktyabrskya Revolutsiya. And I was turning to flip my guns, we're dodging the torps, and I was thinking about getting that carrier, but yeah, it just ends. So let's see the scoreboard on this. 1,918 XP for a game. Hey, I never promised you a diamond, but that's also about what you can expect in this tier when you're playing with the division. So once again, shoutouts to your boy and the Real Monk, links in the video description below, and a GG to everyone else except the Hosho who rage quit. And that's going to wrap it up for this one. If you want to keep seeing battle boat videos, give this video a like. If you think I should switch to World of Warplanes, hit dislike and then ask yourself why you take pleasure in others' misery. Questions, comments, prescriptions for being able to deal with the blue team, leave it down below. And And if you want to see more of this and most likely some other stuff, think about hitting subscribe. Thanks for watching, folks. I will get back out there for another one soon, and we will talk then.